I was in a gym recently, and I saw this big poster about a thing called cold HIIT training. You know what HIIT is? High intensity interval training.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you saw this thing that looked like a recumbent bike, but it looked like also, what are those things?
Yeah, the stair climber or the mountain climber type of thing.
No, the thing where the elliptical.
Elliptical.
So it looks like an elliptical where you're sitting on your, but there was these things where you put a cuff around your thighs, put a cuff around your biceps. There was a little pad in the back, and everybody was sitting on there doing it barefoot. And apparently, this is what they're using. Their offices were located in NASA. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Special forces are using this. NASA is evaluating this for their astronauts. I looked at this thing and I had to talk to the guy. His name is Sebastian Wasowski. He is the co-founder and president of Vasper Systems. Take a look at this on the website before we bring him up.
Oh.
That's the
my
device.
God.
That's the device, and it is crazy what it does in a number of ways in terms of cardiovascular fitness, in terms of muscle mass, bone density, hormone therapy, all in one.
Whoa.
And you freeze your butt off on this thing for about the first 2 seconds. But basically, it's controlling, and I'll let him explain, I think it's controlling lactic acid, but the cooling effect is also part of this process. I give you Sebastian Wasowski. Sebastian, what's up, brother? Good to have you, man.
Great to be on here, Robert. Thanks for having me.
Hey, listen, do me a favor and go through and fill in the blanks that where I was just here, because obviously this is state-of-the-art new technology in terms of cardiovascular fitness and hormone therapy and everything else. Can you take us from the top and how you guys started this?
Sure. Well, what the whole technology is designed to do is to help stimulate your body's endogenous production of anabolic hormones. So we're talking growth hormone, testosterone, IGF-1, DHEA.
And this is without taking anything, right? It's what's in you already, right? It's deploying what you have already.
Correct. It's helping stimulate your body's endogenous production of these hormones. That naturally takes place when we work out at a high intensity, and initiating that downstream anabolic effect is arguably the single greatest benefit of exercise, because we're stimulating the same hormones that we tend to see decline about 14% every 10 years past puberty. So there's a saying in anti-aging that our hormones don't decline because we age because our hormones decline. But it's only through intensive anaerobic exercise that we're able to initiate that production.
And that's painful. And that's hard, right?
It can be for a lot of people. And inevitably, we all get to a point in life where we no longer have the same physical capacity to engage in high intensity exercise. And that is precisely what Vasper zeroes in on and is engineered to maximize that effect.
And by the way, I've been on this thing.
Oh, have you?
Oh yeah, I've been on one of these things. And you can exercise to a point where you don't realize you're exercising that hard. And I think a lot of it's because of the liquid and the compression, correct?
Yeah, so the way, basically in 21 minutes, we enabled the user to mimic the physiology of an intensive 2-hour workout, initiate the same hormonal gains without any of the stress response.
Imagine that doing that 3 times a week versus going every day to the gym. Right?
Can I eat a cheeseburger while I'm doing it as well, Sebastian?
I mean, you might want to do it before or after, but yeah, cheeseburgers are great.
Where were you exactly when you smacked your head and this vision came to you? Because that is something that I have never seen
I mean,
before.
now you know why NASA and Special Forces.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I mean, how long is this? How long was that in the works?
So I'm very lucky to be a co-founder in the company with my father, and he's actually the inventor of this technology. It was something that he created to address his own health concerns. He had traumatic arthritis in his ankles from a series of motorcycle accidents when he was younger, and he was on medication he really didn't like the side effects of. So he started doing research on ways that he can fundamentally heal himself. Learned about the science behind blood flow restriction, which was actually pioneered in Japan. And at this point, there's decades of clinical data proving the safety and efficacy of blood flow restriction.
Hence the cuffs with pressure in them, right? Is that's what that's about?
Correct. Yeah, the blood flow restriction is one of the core elements of the system. And basically, as you're exercising, these cuffs are providing liquid chilled blood flow restriction on your quads and biceps. We're reducing the superficial blood flow from the muscle, which results in a rapid concentration of the lactic acid that's being produced.
And you can suffer through it. It's amazing because normally lactic acid is when your legs burn. I can't go any further.
Yeah.
But you can suffer through it and you really do. It's not. I wouldn't consider it suffer. You can get through it faster, but I think it's because of compression in the cold, because that helps you achieve the actual 21-minute workout. Correct?
It does. It helps you mimic the physiology of something closer to an intensive 2-hour workout and initiate the same hormonal gains, because there's a direct correlation between the concentration of lactic acid and the strength of the signal that your brain receives to then restore the muscle to the pre-exercise state.
Amazing.
Hey, Vasper, do you take
Vasper. Sebastian.
sorry.
Vasper. Your new name is Sebastian.
Sebastian, does Vasper take into consideration things like maybe perimenopause, asking for a friend?
Yeah. Yeah, we've actually had incredible results with menopause, with perimenopause. On one end of the spectrum, we're with professional athletes, U.S. Special Forces. On the other end of the spectrum, this is being utilized in cardiac rehab, physical therapy, geriatrics. We have people in their late 90s using Vasper with incredible results. And our hormones are fundamental to the health and performance of every system in our body. So when you can create better coherence and a better endocrine profile, that is foundational to every facet of health and performance.
Hey, Sebastian, talk about, this was originally built for military and for professional athletes. And the best part is that it actually, you found it works for everybody. But give me that example. I think it was a pro football or pro baseball team recently that wanted to try it out for a few days, and you took blood tests before and after. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we had a tryout with a professional baseball team during spring training, and they wanted to quantify the impact on 5 athletes before writing us a check. So they did a hormonal baseline, and then these athletes did 4 sessions a week for 2 weeks. 8 sessions later, they were measured again. The average increase in testosterone after 8 sessions was 132%.
Wow. That Mike's, well, no. By the way, there are places in town that have these devices. You can go join them.
Are they in gyms, or do you partner with 24?
Yeah, there's a
hour
there's a place in San Diego called the Smart Fit Method that has them in there, and that's where I learned.
People put them in their garages.
Sebastian, I'm a sports betting guy. Can you tell me who the baseball team was?
You know, it's funny, they did win a World Series like 4 seasons after getting the system. We're not actually at liberty to talk about the specific team.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, what's next for you guys? How are you growing this from a military, special forces, NASA, professional athlete into consumer, like B2C versus B2B? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I mean, there's a big tailwind in the longevity market right now, as you guys know. So, integrative medicine is merging with these science-based technologies in a major way. So we're doing a lot in really any type of health and wellness business can benefit from having Vasper and being a provider. We, of course, have traction with, special forces, with military, with professional athletes, but then half of our business has ended up being private homes. And we've been extremely lucky with some early adopters that have been extremely vocal about the results that they've realized. And that's how it's gone.
I'm going to bring one in here.
Yeah,
we do. The Day Trader Trio live from the Vasper stage.
Yes.
I love the sound of that. Sebastian, thank you so much. Sebastian Wasowski, co-founder, president, Vasper Systems. The website is Vasper, V as in Victor, Asper.com.
Look at that thing.
I want one.
Sounds cool, too.
I want one, too.
It totally sounds cool.